Number one fear in North America today? Public speaking. And an organization committed to the cause of improving public speaking is Toastmasters. We're joined in our studio today with Art Pollard, publicist for the Golden Gavel Committee, and I want to welcome Art to our studio.
Welcome, Trudy.
Art, you are in fact publicist for the Golden Gavel Committee, which of course is an event that is promoted by Toastmasters. But I want to start first of all by asking you how long you've been a Toastmaster, what it's done for you.
Toastmasters I've been involved with for about 10 years now, and one of the things I think it's done for me as a person most is helped me improve my confidence in communicating with people in all walks of life. I think on an interpersonal level it's helped me immensely. I had a fairly substantial background in public speaking before I actually joined Toastmasters, but Toastmasters is for people of all levels of confidence and helping them feel comfortable with the number one fear in North America, and that is public speaking.
Of course, with the Toastmasters organization, it gives you the weekly practice.
That's right. Some clubs meet on a monthly basis, but I think in order to get the most effective improvement in your public speaking skills, you have to do it on a regular basis because preparation produces performance.
Absolutely. And as Toastmasters is extremely committed to that. Now, not having been a very experienced speaker, you have a Golden Gavel event that's coming up, which is designed exclusively for amateur, non-experienced speakers. What's happening?
That's right, Trudy. The Golden Gavel is an ancient trophy. I believe it's the oldest speaking competition on Vancouver Island, and next year will be 50 years young.
Ah.
And as far as the Golden Gavel is concerned, it represents a great opportunity for new public speakers. You don't even have to be a member of Toastmasters to get involved. You just have to be over the age of 18 and have less than 18 months training in public speaking.
All right, so it's designed for someone that doesn't have more than 18 months
That's
of
right.
Speaking.
It's a non-threatening environment that allows people to challenge their comfort zones. They may have been involved in a public speaking situation outside of Toastmasters, and it gives them an opportunity to get in front of an audience of between 75 and 100 people and just express their message to the people.
Now, as you mentioned, it's been around for almost 50 years, and there is a little bit of history behind this gavel. Can you, you brought the gavel with you today?
That's right, Trudy. Actually, the gavel itself was made out of a cabin of a decommissioned transport carrier 50 years ago. And it's an interesting wood. It's very hard. It's called lignum vitae, and it's all hand-carved. And it's just a wonderful memento for anybody that wants to compete in the contest.
Yes. Now, all of the speakers have, in fact, registered for the event, and they're preparing their speeches as we speak.
That's correct.
Now, so this event is coming up early February.
That's correct.
What are the dates for that?
The dates are February 6th, 7th, 9th, 10th are the preliminary rounds. And then the final, which we expect a packed house, will be on February the 18th. All the speeches will be at Goodwill Enterprises, 221 Bay Street in Victoria, which is an outstanding environment for people to come and see. And the tickets are the best bargain in town. They're only $5 each for individual nights, or you can get a tournament pass for $20, which includes a guest pass, so you could bring a friend out as well.
Now, each night we will be treated to 5 speakers, 10 speakers?
My understanding in the past there have been up to 10 speakers per night, and speeches ranging from 5 to 7 minutes. Just the total gamut of topics. You could have a motivational speaker who gets you up, rah, 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 motivated. You could have somebody who tells an intense emotional tale of woe in their personal life. I've heard some great speeches over the years where the person has almost brought me to tears. Yeah. And yet, on the other hand, I've also seen some great speeches, and I think of in particular one where a lady talked about the foibles of turning 40 and the stresses it produces, and it was just a wonderful speech. Yeah. Just the whole range of speeches.
Yeah. Wonderful entertainment, as you mentioned, and it's nice to see that growth and development take place in the speakers. And that takes place again in February at the Goodwill Enterprises Center. Art, you were a speaker in that event many years ago. I shouldn't say that many years ago, but you mentioned it was one of the competitions that you entered and the growth and development that occurred at that time for you.
Well, it was wonderful. Just not the fact that I did not too badly in the competition. I think that wasn't the point of it. The point was I'd been in my Toastmasters Club for almost a year, and I was very, very comfortable within the club, but going outside and facing the people out in public, it was a difficult process. And I talked about 2 icons of Canadian history, and that were Bob and Doug McKenzie. So it's quite an interesting speech, pretty off the wall. But I think the confidence that produced in me allowed me to go in other competitions and do fairly well in them at the local level and also as far as the provincial level is concerned.
And here it is 9 years later, and you find yourself publicist for this particular event. What a great way to promote that again in up-and-coming speakers.
Well, I'm a firm believer in whatever you take from Toastmasters, it's really important that you give back. And this is the philosophy I've always had. Now I think my focus is primarily looking on helping others, get them into Toastmasters, and show them what a great organization Toastmasters is and how it can help them.
Great. So, of course, now we're looking to our viewers to attend the Golden Gavel speech competition coming up at the beginning of February. And the dates again, Art?
Are February the 6th, 7th, 9th, 10th, and the finals are on February the 18th.
All right, and the start time is 7 p.m. each night?
Yep, and I would encourage people to get there early, 6:30, as the seating is quite limited.
All right, there's lots of parking. Tickets are $5 a piece. And I'm going to encourage everyone on the peninsula to attend that speaking competition. You won't be sorry. Excellent speakers. And I want to take time to thank our guest today, Art Pollard. We've been speaking with Art, Toastmaster from Victoria, publicist for Golden Gavel. Art, thank you for being our guest today.
Thank you very much, Trudy, and thank you to your audience. So hopefully we'll see them out there in February.
Look forward to it. Thanks.
Okay.